Hello everybody, I'm Alpaca Patrol, and this is Castle Doctrine. Yes, I am taking a look at Castle Doctrine. So, what is Castle Doctrine? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. It doesn't really fit a genre, per se. It is an online game, however, you don't fully feel the effects of it being online, as I'm not necessarily in a world with a bunch of people. Now, as you can tell, I can move around in sort of a turn-based mode, very similar to how Rogue works. And I'm talking, of course, about the original Rogue, which is in ASCII. You move turn by turn, and this will be shown off a little bit better later on. But essentially what Castle Doctrine is a burglarizing sim. So, right now, this is in alpha, so keep that in mind. That's definitely important. I don't know if necessarily the UI is going to change. I'm sure many of the game functions are going to change. So far, I already like the art style, so I don't think that has to change. But, as far as I can tell, there are a lot of things, that make sense in this game already. So, basically, there are two aspects to the game. As you can see in the right-hand corner of the screen, I have $2,000. Now, those $2,000 can be spent on two different types of things. So, I could spend it on things like wooden walls, steel walls, trapdoors, toggle switches, wired wooden walls, doors, cats, pit bulls, which are very difficult to kill, voltage-triggered switch, things like that, right? And basically, what you're going to be doing with these things is you're going to defend your home. So, you're going to be making a maze of a sort of like how you would make a maze in a tower defense game. And essentially, other players are going to attempt to burglarize your home. And they can potentially kill your family. Ooh, I have Nanette, Jacob, and Caitlin. But, so other players are going to attempt to burglarize your family. Their goal is to get this vault. Because in your vault is all the money that you have and whatever you happen to put in it, which is in your backpack here. So this is the other thing that you can actually spend money on in Castle Doctrine, is items for your inventory. So as you can tell, we can take the saw, take the crowbar, cutting torch, gun, brick, voltage detector, doorstop, wire cutters, ladder, water, drugged meat, and explosives. Now, all of these different things serve different functions in the game. And these are mainly for you to be able to effectively burglarize other people's houses. They're all consumable. As far as I know, anyway, they're all consumable. They all have one use, but a lot of them don't cost much. So, like, for instance, we could take the drugged meat. I wonder if I can move that over. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, that's fine. Obviously, there aren't any tooltips, so I can't know what a saw is until I use it, but I know I want a saw, so I'll take a saw. I'm going to take a gun, because, I don't know, they're cool. I can take a... Let's see, what else can I take here? Wire cutters might be nice. Explosives. I haven't actually tried the explosives, oddly enough. Voltage detector. Ladder, wire... You know what? Let's take the wire cutters. Let's take the wire cutters. And let's say we're done. And right now, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys... oh, we have to put the vault down, actually. Because the vault has to be somewhere. So, we're going to try to go ahead and show you guys the burglarization, and then I'll show you, trying to build an effective fortress. Because other players are way better at this than I am. So let's go ahead and say that we're done. So this is what happens every time you leave your home. You have to prove that your house is fair. So that you have to prove that you're not actually cheating the game. And here's the thing. Your family will always immediately go to the door. Okay? So they will always be running away. So that means you can't actually block off access. That's kind of the way the game, ensures that you don't have a unbreakable, another way that the game ensures that you don't have an unbeatable house. And then you can get to the vault, and wait a second, this is odd. I've gotten to my vault. That's okay, there we go. I just had to press right on the stick. So now that we have gotten out of our house, which you can die in your house, by the way. Say I made like a bunch of pit bulls. I could get murdered by those pit bulls, prove that my house is not fair, and then die. So every house, now you know, every house is solvable without tools. The tools are really more of a crutch. So as you can see here, we could go ahead and see that he has $110,000 in his house right now. You can't choose your name. Well, I guess obviously you can. Seems like, because my name is Rob House. Well, whatever. And right here you can see 431 people have been successful. 261 have died trying. So we do know that the house is robbable without tools. However, it obviously would be very difficult. You'd probably need to know the pattern, the layout, in order to do that. So, we could go to... We're probably not going to go to one of these... Actually, you know what? Let's go to this best one and see... let's see if we can do it. Because we're probably going to die, and we're probably going to die multiple times in this video. And that's okay. So let's go ahead and rob this house. Which I thought that it was my house because I'm Rob. I'm totally wrong. Whatever. Let's rob the house. Holy butts. Okay, so it looks like we got some electric floors... We got some steel walls, we got some wiring, we got pressure switches. Well, I mean, these electric floors shouldn't kill me? No, but he does have a gallery. That's intriguing. Okay. Okay, now they've been electrified. So the electric floors are indeed now on. I don't know what that is. Sticking pressure switch. Pressure toggle switch. Okay. We're still good. I have a feeling this is like... He set this up as like a 50-50 chance. And I could have chosen incorrectly. Power door. Oh, do I just have to hit the right one? Is it like the right sequence of things? Let's see. Let's go ahead. Obviously... He has designed this to be a death trap. So I can't actually leave. Because if I tried to leave, I would be electrified. So my only goal here is to find a way out. Which, I don't know if that's gonna work out for us. These are wired walls, right? No, they're not. Okay. Well, let's try cutting the wire. Did that work? No, it didn't. Alright, let's try sawing this wall. Yeah, that didn't help me either. Well, looks like we're gonna have to kill ourselves. So let's commit suicide. Because I have not figured out exactly how to defeat that guy's house. That's a very well-made house. Now, as you can see, this totally leads to extremely emergent gameplay. The ability for players to actually, make their own mazes. So, let's go ahead and say done. We're not gonna set up a maze for our house yet. And let's go to somewhere that doesn't have very much money. Because likely, we might be able to solve it. 0 and 0. Let's rob the house! Yep. Doesn't have nothing. So let's go ahead and rob that. Oh, alright. He actually has things. What are these? Empty floors, doors. I hope I didn't pick the door with the pit bulls. Yep, there's a pit bull. So, pit bulls, as far as I can tell... I hope that's not the right way, or the wrong way. Aw, shit. Pitbull's gonna kill me now. Maybe. Okay, there's the pitbull. He's trapped behind a door, but there's the wall. I mean, there's the vault. If I had a saw with me, I would be able to rob this house. So, David James Stein's house. Okay, let's go ahead and come back with a saw. Why don't we do that? And go back to David J. Stein's house. Okay, return to my house. Someone killed my wife. Well, that sucks. Let's go ahead and go into the backpack. And let's get a saw. Or we can't get a saw, for some reason. It's weird. Oh, we don't have any money. Someone stole all our money. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense why we can't actually get that. So, let's go to our vault here real quick. Now, this is a really cool aspect to the game that I'm about to show off. So, you can functionally catch cheaters and stuff, or you can just see what happened in your house. If you go to view your security tapes here in the bottom left-hand corner. So let's go ahead and view our security tapes. 2 people actually robbed me. 1 got away with $1,000. Another one got away with, Triplet stole $1,000 after 2 tried and 1 died. Alright, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and play the tape. Let's see what this guy did. Huh. Looks like he just walked to the vault. Yeah, that looks like exactly what he did, and he just took my money. I wonder who the guy is. This guy, then. Was it Triplet that we watched? Did you murder my wife? Someone murdered my... Yeah, this guy totally murdered my wife. Yep, murdered my wife. Thanks, bro. Thanks. So, you do have a sort of anonymity in the game. Why don't we go ahead and try another house that's very difficult. Alright, looks like another one of these situations where I am now trapped in, but that's okay. Let's try this. Maybe this is the pattern. I don't know if this is how these things work. Yeah, we didn't work. Alright, let's suicide and murder ourselves. Okay. So, as you can see, the security tape didn't really show much, obviously, because we didn't really make a very difficult maze. But let's pop this vault here for a second, and let's try to set up an actual maze. Now, obviously, I'm not very good at making mazes. I suppose that's not necessarily obvious, but it's obvious to me, because I've tried before. And it hasn't really worked out very well. So let's go ahead and make a door. Okay. Can I close the doors? No, I can't close the doors. Okay. And then while making that door, after we make this, how far do we have until the ceiling? Oh, quite a ways. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and make family needs empty path to exit. Ah, the family cannot go through a room with the door. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and put a pit bull in this room. Just because. And let's actually see if this is solvable. Yeah, looks like it's solvable. For right now. Let's return to my house. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the dog so much yet. But we could soon. I wonder if I could... No, I don't want to do that. Well, we did remove the dog. That's okay. We'll add another pit bull. Pit bulls are insta-kill, by the way. So that's an important factor to keep in mind. And let's try to hide this vault a little bit better. I want to make it so that people will have to... Oops-a-daisy. That's not what I wanted to do. People will have to get by the dog. That's my goal. My goal is people need to get by a dog in order to enter. Now, I don't know if I can actually survive this. Let's find out. Okay. Alright, that works fine. Fair enough. So we don't have to worry about a dog yet. That's okay. Go ahead and do that. Lose a bunch of money. That's alright. Let's go ahead and say... I don't know at this point. Obviously, I'm not very good at making these mazes. But I'm trying my best. That's an important factor. Anyway, let's go ahead and make a trapdoor here. Let's say that works. Whatever, that's good enough. If we had fallen through the trapdoor, we would die. That's fine. Let's go ahead and see if we can rob another house. Hopefully, we will deter people, at the very least, by not having a lot of money. Actually, we had to return to our house real quick, because I realized we need some items. So let's take a saw. Let's take some drugged meat, because drugged meat's good. Let's take, I don't know, cutting torch? Maybe the cutting torch actually lets you go through powered doors. I suppose we'll find out. Alright, let's do this. Done. Alright, let's, again, try to go through a house that maybe is a little bit easier. Find people who haven't died doing it, potentially. You guys have $56. I feel like I want to go through a noob house, like myself. Yeah, that probably is good. Yeah, that's a pretty good ratio. Oh, god damn it! This is way more difficult than I thought. Alright, so we've activated that. Rotary toggle switch. Alright, let's put it back real quick. Okay, that looks like a pressure toggle switch. Oh, that's a lot of pit bulls! Okay, so as you can see, we are in that kind of roguelike thing where it's turn-based, right? So the game is totally turn-based. Now, if we leave the house, we're fine. We stole $0, and we're still okay. Looks like someone totally robbed my house, and killed my wife again. Who's killing my wife all the time? What's the deal with that? What's the deal with airline food? All right. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and do that. We don't have any money. I don't know if my house is actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So my wife is dead, which sucks. My kids have to run away. They stole all my money. At least I get to leave. And we're gonna try our best. Yeah, look at this guy. This fucking guy. Oh, come on. All right. Well, I can't murder any of them. That's an electric floor. That's a vault. Okay. So, aha. There's like a hidden thing. I wonder if I could, alright, so I could cut through that. That doesn't do anything. Well, actually, we should have brought enough cutting torches. Aha! To succeed. Fantastic. Alright, so now we stole 4 saws, explosives, drugged meat, and some water. And $454. That's not so bad. And our wife is still dead, but that's okay. Because we could spend the rest of our money on re-upping our supply. So let's go ahead and get another saw. Let's get some more cutting torches, because those were awesome that time. And I think we want another drugged meat. And let's get an explosive. Okay, that sounds good. Hopefully no one murders my wife again. Probably will. That's okay. Oh, luckily we actually don't have to prove that our house is undoable, or doable anyway. Let's try this house. That's a pretty good ratio. I have a feeling... Yep, lots of pit bulls. Lots of pit bulls. An army of pit bulls. Holy shit. I wonder if I could do this with the drugged meat. Oh, I got 1. Alright, nope, not worth it. Not worth it. Turns out, making an army of pit bulls, pretty good strategy. 0 and 0, that sounds good. Damn it, he made his house pretty difficult, but he's got a lot of painting. So I'll show you what that means in the near future, hopefully. Ooh. Where are you going, you fine family? Looks like they're trying to get away through here. Oh, God, there was a pit bull. I didn't see it. Damn it. All right, that's fine. Let's go ahead and accept, and I'll show you one more aspect of the game. So I can go to the auctions here, and I can buy these things. Let's buy Kiwi painting, right? Bought Kiwi by Danny Ledone for $358. That's good. Now we have something in our gallery, which I guess people can probably steal. I wouldn't be surprised. So why don't we go ahead and do this? Let's troll the game here, and let's go ahead and get in our backpack. Let's go ahead and get some guns. All the guns that we can buy, which is that many, evidently. Let's get a brick. I actually don't know what bricks are for. I haven't used them. Because there are no tooltips and the game is so alpha, it's kind of really difficult to kind of get your bearings in the game. Now, you can actually get paid access into this alpha if you so choose. Let's go ahead and hear. All right. Oh my God! Murder the pit bull. Murder it. All right, now I gotta kill the family. Kill his wife. All right, good. Oh, there's another pit bull. There's another pit bull. I think we're good. I think the pit bulls stop fighting after you kill them. Now, this is actually my strategy. This is what I employed when I made a place. Is I just went ahead and made a bunch of doors and made a bunch of pit bulls, and I said, "Hey, choose right, choose correctly." Evidently, we have to go through pit bull door somehow. Well, because see, here's the thing: if we yeah, if we go on here, then it doesn't electrify? Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, alright, that's nice. Hopefully they're not like a million pit bulls over here. Now all you have to do is find their vault. Which could be in a variety of locations. There is the pit bull there. Well, I guess we're going to just go vault hunting. Now, I would have to imagine that our house has been robbed by now, because we haven't actually made anything to, you know, save the house from being robbed. Aha! There's the vault! Fantastic! I stole $87. Awesome. And we still have our money! That's surprising. Well, let's go ahead and go in the backpack. Turns out guns, pretty good. I don't need them, though. Well, let's buy a ladder. I still haven't tried a ladder. I still don't know what the brick is for. What is this? Doorstop? Fuck it. Let's do it. Maybe we could stop a door so that, dogs don't murder us. Let's get the explosives. I still haven't tried those. And let's go ahead and say done. And, let's try this place. Oh my god! Okay, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Their whole family is dead, which is pretty messed up. But I don't think there's any way to... Well, you know what? Fuck it, let's try it. Hopefully I'm right. I'm wrong and I'm dead. But that's okay. So evidently, there are a lot of different ways to burglarize homes. There are a lot of different ways to keep your home safe. Now, I could show off more of the base building, but the thing is, I'm not very proficient at it. I thought the best way would be to show the most effective thieves. Let's go ahead and see your cat. That's adorable. Alright, I don't think the cats are going to do anything. That's good. Let's, we already went Charles Southern. Let's go see this guy. Alright, this is another intriguing. He's got a gallery, which is good. There's the power source. Alright, so we've electrified our path. There's some dogs, who I have a feeling if we toggle a switch, we're going to... Okay. We're going to encounter something terrible with the dogs. Okay, we're still looking good. Sort of. That's another powered door. Intriguing. And another power switch. Alright, well there's one more place that we haven't looked. Up here. In through here. Ah, it's another powered door. It's not good. Alright. Well, then I guess we can try our best to look for the one that leads to power this door. Which I'm gonna hope is the last one? That leads to that power source. Let's try that. Let's see if that worked. That opened one of the doors. Oh, yep, opened a door with a pit bull in it. Off we go. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, electrified. Well, that is a well-made place. Now, here's the thing. When I die to this pit bull, which is inevitable, and I'll die to the pit bull because it's way cooler. And actually, I haven't tried dying to the electric thing. Oh, it's okay. So that pit bull's going to stay there unless he replaces the pit bull. So I have screwed over his maze. He is no longer safe. Also, we could have, like, say if we go done, right, and we go ahead and see that our vault is secure. I want to see if I can find a place. Let's try that place. Oh my god! Go, run, run! Nope. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Need some drugged meat. That's alright. Let's go ahead and say done. Try to rob another house. Yeah, Bruce Thomas Carrillo. So, yeah, see, here we go. That's exactly what I wanted to show. Someone else is in the house, you can't rob it now. So, if someone is actually robbing the house, then you can't go into that house. Likewise, if I try to return to my house, well, someone already robbed my house, it looks like. Why don't we look at the security? Well, we don't need to look at the security tapes. Likewise, if somebody's robbing your house, you actually can't return. So, really, while this is an online game, it is very much a single-player game. And with the anonymity of not actually choosing the names for your characters, it's totally based on, you know, how good you can make your maze or your traps. There's a pit bull. More pit bulls. All right. And I'm dead. I am dead. Feed me! That's what the pit bull said. And he murdered me. Look at those pixely blood pixels of pixel blood nonsense. So yeah, I mean, there's really not much else to show in the game. Right now, it's kind of a skeleton. It's got a lot of good ideas so far. I think it leads to, or it can lead to, very emergent gameplay, which is really cool. So, I mean, I could set up my maze however I want. And if I am really, really good at the game, you know, I can make something really, really difficult for people to solve. And a lot of times, it'll be something that's very difficult to solve, especially on the first try. So, you're kind of hoping that people come, or try to make it so that people, you know, need to come back in order to learn it. For instance, those rooms or those houses that made sure that if I entered, I had to figure it out, otherwise I'm dead. That's emergent gameplay. That's not something that I've actually seen when I played this game originally, which is really cool. I think that's really, I mean, it can lead to really, really cool things. And as they add more stuff to the game, we could have a very, very interesting multiplayer experience. That's very, very cool. Now, I don't know what else they would really need to add. So far, basically, it's sort of a competitive game in that, you build structures, you have your structures, and then you need things to counter those structures, which is everything in your backpack. Now, of course, you don't need the things in your backpack in order to solve the maze, obviously. You have to be able to get to your vault in order to leave your house without tools. So you don't need to be tool assisted. But of course, that usually is weighed towards the architect, as the architect already knows the proper path to get there. So, as of right now, my thoughts on Castle Doctrine are, it's very cool. It's a very good idea. And it's something that we haven't ever really seen before. No one's ever really done anything particularly like this. It's a very original and unique idea. Whether or not it can be considered a new genre, I don't know. Maybe we just have to see how far the game really takes it. Now, of course, the game is in alpha, and you can pay for access to this alpha. And in fact, a lot of media outlets have been taking a look at it and saying kind of more or less the same things that I've been saying here, which is that the game is really cool, but it's very bare bones. There's not much to it yet. Right now, it's more or less a proof of concept, very similar to when I looked at Delver's Drop. It's really just a proof of concept right now. But the concept is good, and actually, more than Delver's Drop, this is playable. This is you're gonna get the experience here that you're probably going to get when the game releases, more or less. The only thing that's different is perhaps sounds are not there, perhaps music isn't there yet, perhaps all of the game mechanics aren't there yet. Security tapes are a cool aspect to the game. It logs, obviously, every one of your movements when you're moving around in a house. So that's already a really cool aspect to the game. I think the skeleton is there, and the skeleton works. It's good. I'm really excited to see where it goes, and what kind of emergent gameplay it really leads to. Because right now, the castles, as it were, are very interesting. People can build some really cool stuff right now. And as this is almost a sandbox game, in that the permutations of adding even one more item will lead to a near limitless amount of possibilities for the creative-minded, means that this game really has only one way to go, which is up. Now, if you like what you see, I'd say, purchase the alpha. Why not? If this looks really interesting to you, and it's an interesting idea, you know what? Let me rephrase that. If you think that this is a very interesting idea, but you don't necessarily like the gameplay as it is right now, I still would suggest that you pay for this alpha, because the industry needs indie games that are innovating, because the mainstream isn't going to do it. Indie games right now, we're having an indie game renaissance, and indie games are essentially... Oh my god, all the pitbulls. We already went there. The house is currently being robbed. I can't work on it now. Well, that sucks. Let's go rob another house. Same house. Good. So they robbed $1,000, whatever. But yeah, so the indie game... Oh my god, I will totally rob this house. Oh, why is it so difficult? They're all the pitbulls! Oh my god! That is an army of pitbulls! Oh lord! That is ridiculous! The next guy that comes into this house... See, now here's the thing. When this guy comes back to his house, he's gonna have to reset all those pitbulls, because there's no way he can get to the vault like that. Like, he takes one step, he's dead. So he has to actually reset all those pitbulls. So, I mean, there's sort of a punishment for doing kind of cheesy builds. And that's totally a cheesy build. I think that's the example of what is definitely a cheesy build. Which is just loads of pitbulls. But anyway, so, like I said, the industry needs to breathe, needs the breath of life of indie games. This is definitely one of those type of experiences. That said, can I say that you should buy it if you don't like the concept. Probably not. To be honest with you, this is going to be a very niche game, even when it's fully fleshed out. Usually, when you have a multiplayer type experience, whatever that may be, it's going to be a niche audience anyway. Especially when you're not going to make it like just a straight-up first-person shooter. Adrian Ernest Pounds. Yeah, this is that same house that we went into earlier in the video. So there's, like, no way that I can tell what I'm supposed to do here. I'm pretty much only allowed to commit suicide, I think. Because I don't think there's any way that I can know this order, this pattern, right now. But yeah, so, like I said, if this doesn't look interesting to you, I can understand why the purchase wouldn't be there. If it looks in any way interesting to you, I would totally suggest that you, help this developer out by paying for the alpha. Not even something, and the reason that I say that if it looks interesting to you, but the gameplay right now doesn't look like it's there, I still would suggest you pay for it now. That'll just give the developer more time to work on the game. And I think that's important. I really do. My thoughts on Castle Doctrine are odd. I don't think the game is there yet, but I think the prospect and the potential is awesome and can lead to a lot of really great things. So, I would say, if I had to give a conclusion, I'd say it's a hesitant buy, because we don't know what the game's going to look like at the end of the day. But, as an idea, it's very, very cool. So, anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I actually showed off the game in any way that I possibly could have. I am not very good at making all of these things. I'm, in fact, very bad at it. Alright, let's make an electrified thing. Family needs an empty path, clear path to exit. Alright, well that sucks. Well, fuck my family. I don't need my family. Where's my family? Everybody ever see the Harrison Ford thing? Family needs an empty path. Well, I don't know how those guys do it then. But, yeah. So, like I said, Castle Doctrine, pretty cool game. It's a very cool idea. And I'd really like to see what it looks like in a year, maybe. Depending on how long the development cycle is. And I wish the developer a lot of luck, as well. Because this is a really cool idea, and this is the kind of thing that is really good for gaming. Likewise, actually, Actually, hold on a second. I want to try something. I can't get out of here unless I sell everything. All right, that's fine. I wanted to see if I could like block off my family and see what they do. We have made a Zelda level. So yeah, see if you can figure that one out. There's a bunch of bottomless pits everywhere. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I do this checkout series regularly, if you are new to the channel, in which I take a look at indie games. So feel free to continue watching my channel for new updates on new indie games that look cool. This is among them of the newest of the indie games that I found to be interesting. Yeah. Anyway, this is Alpaca Patrol signing out. Peace, fools.